And hello again, it's Tino, aka Funk Police. I am back in Diablo, and I realized, like a total chotch, I didn't show you guys the... I like showed you every piece of gear I have, except for the chest piece that was on the main character. It's actually, you know, pretty solid. 71 intelligence, 45 resist all, 3 seconds with 42 intelligence. Anyway, so we need to scope out my other character, which is the one I'm actually, I haven't played as much time on him, but he's starting to catch up, and I like this character way more. He's so OP, so OP. It's preposterous. And I've actually gotten him to a very significant gear point. One of the rings I was using for a long time, I had the set piece, Natalia's Mark, and I'm sure there are demon hunters out there who are going to see this, and they're going to hear that I sold Natalia's Mark. I know, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, but I had to do it because the ring was worth like 30 million. And come on now. Anyway, so the ring sold for a butt ton of money, and I was able to significantly gear up my demon hunter. The main focus of this build is I very much enjoy evasive fire for a main spam skill. Is that it does a very significant amount of damage, and it doesn't actually cost anything unless you backflip. And the whole point of my build is to keep enemies away from me anyway, so it actually works out really well. I like Entangling Shot because I use Call the Weak, which gives me the 15%, increase against slowed enemies. This is probably, although it's not the most significant movement speed slowing ability that I have, it is very good to snap 4 people with it real quick and then pop, pop, pop with a couple of evasive fires. I absolutely mow through enemies. And then this with the 100% additional crit damage basically gives some of the most preposterous crits I've ever seen. Right now my all-time high is 285,000 or something like that, and that's I've never even seen warriors in Berserk mode, or what I think it's called, Wrath of the Berserker. In that Wrath mode, I've never even seen them hit that high. I like Vault. It's very obvious. The mobility is huge, especially when you're trying to kite a lot. Vault can really keep you ahead of your enemies. Smokescreen is, honestly, it's a must-have in Inferno. I know that some of the other runes are very good, like the one that gives you the healing. The movement speed one is fantastic. The hatred regen is meh. I mean, it's 12 per second. You're invisible for 1 second. Wow. No. The cost reduced, once again, is kind of mediocre, but this skill I've heard with other items, like I know the final set bonus on Natalia's set is the discipline regen by 2 per second, which essentially, combined with this rune, essentially you can smokescreen almost indefinitely. But I don't personally want much more of the Natalia's set, having had the ring already and gotten rid of it. It just doesn't seem like the gear is going to work for me. And then preparation with the 30% chance that the cooldown won't be triggered. It's honestly, it's just an incredible sort of defensive ability, because that rune procs extremely often. Like, it's less than a 1 in 3 chance technically, but it feels like it's 50, really. It feels like it's happening like 1 out of 2 times that cooldown goes up. So let me show you a little bit of the build gameplay, actually, before I dip into the gear. We'll finish up with the gear check. This character is absolutely wildly OP. You saw the Witch Doctor. I mean, he's good, but this is a pack of elites, and I'm absolutely going to rape them. As you can see, within 3 shots, I killed one of them already. You're a shielder, aren't you? You like your shielding. That's what Vault's for. See what I mean? It's just like, oh, apparently I'm not allowed to leave my little pen of misery. Haha. And all I have to do is pop preparation, smokescreen, and run away. And now I've only got the big guy left. Let's see if I can't get Oh, there we go. That was a good crit. But he was not actually snared, so I didn't get the other bonus from my passives. Oh, I didn't talk about the other passives like a noob. So I am using Sharpshooter. Oh, 250,000. Now we're cooking. Sharpshooter gives you the steadily increasing passive chance to crit, which is preposterously good. And the other one I'm using is the steady aim, so that if nothing's near me, I do a whole bunch of bonus damage. And the best thing about this character is that I can just switch into my Magic Find. That's the switch into the Magic Find song. And run right back over here. Beep, bop, boop. Nah. Neener, neener, neener. Oh, who shields with 6,000 life left? Oh, you can't even get me, you jerk. Nor can you mortar me. Nah. Come on. Wow. This is sad and frustrating. Okay. Haha. Anything? Anything? Nothing. Okay. So that's the way the Demon Hunter works. I can't really, obviously I'm clicking really quickly and kind of focusing, so I wasn't really able to talk that much about it, but you know, it's basically Entangling Shot to start it off, and then spam Covering Fire, or Evasive Fire rather. And if you want, you can lead on single targets with Impale, because you're going to have the 100% crit chance right at the beginning. So it helps to sometimes do, like against a tough enemy, like, you know, the unburied mobs or phase beasts or whatever, hit them with the Entangling Shot immediately, and then just hold down the Impale button, and you'll probably get a crit or two, and then it'll kill almost anything. It's really awesome for single target, but for groups of enemies, just do Entangling Shot, and then I think with my attack speed I can get I'm at about 1.74. I think I can usually get about two shots within the 2 seconds, essentially, because there's a little bit of travel time, and the Entangling Shot will usually hit the same time as the Evasive Fire, because there's no travel distance for Evasive Fire, which is awesome. So yeah, the Demon Hunter is really fantastic. I love this character so much. My gear is fantastic too. The helm, as you can see, I'd like to get over 100 on the Dex and the Vitality, but it's a really great thing to have right now. That was actually quite a bargain too. I think I got that for around 500,000 gold. Awesome shoulders, huge amount of resist all. The resist all actually seems to scale pretty well on my Demon Hunter. I can withstand a couple of chains from the Butcher. The stupid snakes that have spears in Act 2 can't one-shot me anymore. I can usually actually take a couple of shots, but normally I'm smoke screening and whatever, and that's good. My necklace is pretty fantastic. As you can see, or as you'll see more, I'm stacking critical hit damage with my build, especially with the archery passive. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm at over 80,000 DPS right now with this build, so as you can see, it's working pretty well. So that was the necklace. I showed you the shoulders. Showed. That's the chest piece. I love the Evasive Fire passive. I don't know if I'll ever be able to find something better or replace this, because man, that's a good chest piece. And 3 sockets, and look at the resist on it, and yum. I just bought these. These were extremely expensive. These were actually about 3 million. They were actually 5 million buyout, but I snuck in a bid and managed to bag them. As you can see, almost 70 resist all. These are definitely the best piece of gear that I have, and they certainly reflected that in the cost. They were almost 7 million. So they're, you know, as you can see, 150 dex. I've got 60 resist all, over 100 lightning resist on them, extra armor, crit hit damage, and crit chance. The belt's really good too. I wish it didn't have gold find. I don't really want the increased radius of pickup, but you know what, honestly, it's actually kind of nice to have. It's one of those ones that you don't want, but if you get it, hey, victory. I've got Doomsting here, as you can see. The crit hit chance and the crit damage was great. This ring actually cost me 5 million. This ring actually cost me 5 million too, because it's preposterously good. I can't believe it had damage, resist all, dex, and the other two. And I can't believe it's a level 60 ring. Imagine if I found a 63 version of that. Oh, Pants are actually the monk set, but if you look at the stats on it, you can see why. I mean, movement speed, attack speed, crit hit chance. You can't get crit hit chance on pants except for set items, and I actually found these, so no competition. I mean, I used to have a lot of resist all in this slot, but it's worth the resist all hit to have the movement speed and the extra crit chance. This is good stuff. I actually bought these the other day too. A lot of decks, as you can see, great resist all. The quiver, I actually found. I wish it didn't have such mixed stats on it, but the attack speed, as you can see, is almost a perfect roll. A little bit of life regen, fantastic hatred regen. And as you can see in my build, I don't use multi-shot. So this is obviously an item that I could upgrade or find a substitute for, but at the moment, it's just been one of the best items I have. I actually found this bow. This bow is great. I wish it had a little more dex, but I can't complain at all. It has over 600 life on hit, and it has almost 50% crit hit damage, which is essentially a perfect roll on an item, I think. So it's just shy of that, and that's really, really fantastic, and I'm so pleased about that. I have good magic find gear. When I have all of my MF on, I basically have about 245, as you can see. So when I actually have full stacks, I'm at 305%, which is pretty fantastic. I think it's 305. It might be 306 now, but I don't remember. I think it's 305. I should be able to do that math, but I don't want to. Anyway, that's the Demon Hunter. That's how he works. That's how I play him. Really lots of fun. If you guys want to do any runs, Funk Police 1576, send me a message. I'm more than happy to play some Diablo. I'm on very frequently. I usually am playing with a group of friends, so there's normally only maybe 1 or 2 spots available to join me, but hey, I mean, I'm always around, and I do love some Diablo 3. So thanks for watching, guys. I think I'm probably going to upload maybe a Warden run at some point. And this is a quote-unquote Warden run because he's been nerfed, but that's just what I call an Act 1 run. It's more like kill the Warden, kill the Butcher, and then go kill all the elites because you've got 5 stacks and yada, yada, yada. But we'll get into that in one of the next videos. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you liked it.